Hi, this is Maya with Ricoh. Today we're talking about filters in Relativity. Filters are a quick way to search your documents across one or more field of metadata in your document list. This list can be either in your folder or field tree view or a list from your saved searches. To enable your filters, navigate over to the little funnel icon. You mouse over it says Show Filters. This enables a little pop-up that shows text boxes, some drop-downs, and some other features here. To make a quick filter, just type in a text box and it's going to do a fuzzy search of your documents. So if, for instance, you knew that you needed to find a record within the 20s, you can filter for the partial Bates number and you'll get all of this number series here from your fuzzy search. If you want to clear out your filters, there's this button here, Clear All. Looks like a little funnel with an X in front of it, maybe a stop sign. And that clears out your filters. As you're creating filters, you're going to see the conditions pop up in the search panel on the left-hand side. So as you build filters, and you're filtering in more than one field, your database is going to treat those as and conditions, and the criteria are going to show up here as sort of a visual indicator of what's going on. So if I needed to search for all of the ABCD documents for custodian zipper, I can type in this condition. You can see here our syntax is building, there's our and. I'm going to clear this out, talk about the types of syntax you can use in these text boxes. You can use ands, ors, you can do greater than, equal than, is set, is not set, all of that fancy syntax, and you can actually type it out. Or you can use the advanced button and pop up a little window that allows you to just pick the syntax that you want. Select apply. There's your conditions, there's your results. You can see your filter is showing in orange. Another filter type we have on our list here is our Boolean filter. You can see this is a yes/no field. So we can either see everything where there is a native file or where there are no native files. And this blank value allows you to select anything where a value is not set. So if we had if the has native field was not populated for any records, they would show up there. This drop down here is a multi-list, so you can select which values you'd like to see. And again, the not set is here, so if we have any documents where the has images value is not set, we can query those using not set, very much like the blank. The number of attachments, so this is a great field that I like. If I was reviewing and I knew there was a document in my custodians list and I was trying to find it and I knew the date and I knew the custodian and I remember it had 4 attachments, I can do equal sign. This will bring back any documents that have 4 attachments. And there we go, we can start narrowing it down. I know it was Andy Zippers, and I know it was an MSG file. So here we are with another multi-choice list. And I selected the wrong. Oh, there we go. So that narrowed my world down to only 18 documents. And as you can see, there's our conditions list populating there. Moving down our view, we've got date fields. Date fields are great because you can do, fancy filtering for specific date ranges. You can navigate your calendar to whatever year and month you wanted to look at. select our values, and then we hit apply. And that's how the between works. And you can see there are all your different syntax, and then again, there's your not set, so this will return any records where there is no date. And you may also encounter this advanced filter, especially for fields like your search term reports fields, where you have a lot more flexibility with the conditions that you create, and you can get very complicated by adding logic groups, which function as the parentheses in your syntax. So we select our operator, these conditions. Let's say we want any of these terms, and we want none of these terms. And as you can see here, if we had one more condition, we could build a pretty complicated statement. If we change this to an or, nope, I clicked the wrong button, excuse me. You can click and drag by selecting this ellipsis icon and drag and build your conditions. So we have these terms or any of these terms along with this. And when we hit apply, you can see there's our syntax built in our pane, and our results are listed here. So you can get pretty complicated with the syntax you can create using advanced searches, and you can also do similar things within this search panel here. So we're starting to dive into saved searching, but it's filtering as well. It operates very much the same way. You look for the field you want to filter by typing some of the part of the name of the field you want to use. Here we've got custodian. And for this custodian field, we can select values, drag it from the right to the left, and our syntax, our search syntax will show up in the as a filter in the Save Search panel. And that works great for any field if you don't have permission to access using your view. If it's not available in your view, you can pop open to filter in the search panel as well. So that's the real nuts and bolts of searching. But if that wasn't enough for you and you really want to nerd out on the search syntax for filters, here's the link for the Relativity content, which lists all of the filter types and the fancy syntax that you can use for each field type. Thanks so much for joining me today. Happy searching.